Today is the 4th of July, actually. We're at the Outer Banks, and today we are officially going to be signing up for Outer Banks Marathon 2025, November 9th. This is gonna be a big day. This is the first race where I'm committing to the goal of sub 3 hours. God, it's incredibly intimidating because it's something super hard. Like, running sub 3 requires going 6 minutes, 50 seconds for 3 hours straight. It's an incredibly difficult task that takes so many runners years to accomplish. It takes me a lot to accomplish that. It's been my 3rd year running the marathon. I'm super incredibly thankful that I get the opportunity to come out and do this. I know it's gonna be hard, but I'm really looking forward to it. It's such a big goal that I gave myself at such a long time ago that I just want to do it because it's very important to me. The sub 3 marathon is going to happen no matter what. I've never worked this hard in my life for anything, like being as real as I can be. I truly have never put in so much effort, so much commitment to a goal. I know that the race itself isn't going to be the moment that changes my life, but it's showing up every single day. Like, when you show up every single day, day in, day out, you put in the work, the results will come no matter what. And I can't wait for it. My little bit of insight, my very little bit of insight, I think this race is gonna be a lot harder than I'm anticipating. I believe it's doable, and that's the thing, is I'm like, it's not out of reach. Like, it's not so far out there that I can't do it. I know in my heart that I can do this race. I know that I can go sub 3. I just know it's gonna take everything I got the whole way there. Today, we're gonna finish signing up, and we will be officially going for sub 3 hour marathon. This will be the only marathon I've raced in 2025, which is a little bit interesting, but I believe in myself.
The time has come to sign up for the race. The race is Sunday, November 9th, 2025, but before showing the sign up, I thought it'd be interesting to show what my results look like over the past few years. This is my very first race. I completed it on November 13th, 2022. My first marathon. Out of the 310 participants, there were 215 finishers. I finished 55th out of 310 participants. So we were in the top 6th of the field. That's pretty good. Very first marathon. My first marathon, I had a finish time of 3 minutes, 52 minutes, 49 seconds. That is an average of 8:53 per mile. My goal going into this race was sub 4 hours. We hit the goal. I was super happy. It was an incredible race. It was incredibly difficult. The last mile had me fighting for everything I had, but I was really proud of it. And it was the beginning of something that I couldn't have imagined, but it has evolved into this. Fast forward from 2022 to 2023. This year, in 2023, we had 497 runners. I finished 42nd overall. So we had more participants, and I finished in a better placing. In 2023, I finished in a time of 3 hours, 43 minutes, 58 seconds.
Oh my God!
At an 8:32 average. So we were a lot quicker. And by a lot, I mean 25 seconds? 8:53, 8:32. We're 21 seconds per mile faster. The second time I did this was a lot more fun, it was a lot more enjoyable. And what's crazy is that this year, in 2023, it rained the entire race. That was a super fun experience. It was a different course than the first year, which the 2023 course will actually be the same as the 2025 course, I believe. So we'll get to see how that stacks up over the years. And then this is kind of neat. So looking at it, you can see, so between the two races, in 2022, at the mile 7.6 checkpoint, I was in 98th out of 208th. And then at 19.1 mile checkpoint, I was in 61st out of 210. Versus in 2023, mile 11, I was in 89th out of 332. And then at mile 19, I was at 67 out of 330. So this right here will give you a little bit of a hint to me as a runner that I am a back half runner, which means I like to go out cautious and considerate of everything that lies ahead, because there's no worse feeling than going on a marathon and just absolutely dying and suffering through the entire race. Let's look into 2024. In 2024, they did not have the full marathon since the course had to be modified. They offered the half marathon in this year. But this year was really fun because this is the first time I ever got to run a race with my girlfriend. She did incredibly well. Out of 595 participants, we completed the race in 78th place. I would not have expected that, considering our time was We went 1:52:22 in the half marathon at an 8:34 average, which is good, but it's not incredibly quick. I went 8:34 in the half marathon pace, and in the full marathon the year before, I went 8:32 in the year before. I was very proud of Rachel. She did exceptionally well. This is her first running race other than a 5K. So going 5K to the half marathon is quite a swing. And that brings us all the way to the current moment, which is July 4th, 2025. The current race date is Sunday, November 9th, 2025. So we're going to get started on sign up. We're signing up for the marathon. Let's see, do I have an account? I do have an account. Let's see how it works. Who is registering? No name. All right, fill this out. So while I'm filling this out, I'm going to talk to you guys about why this is one of my favorite races. Actually, this can be my whole little spiel. One of my favorite things about running marathons is obviously you get to do it for yourself, but it's getting to see your supporters, the people who are there for you, as well as everyone else who's there to support their friends, family, anybody else. And the thing that makes this race so special is that it's so small that it is very much a community effort. The first year I ran this in 2022, I hadn't ran a running race since like maybe 2019, 2020 or so. And I had forgotten a lot about it, but one of the things I was reminded of very early on is the aspect of community that carries into these races. When I was standing on that start line wondering, should I be here? Should I not be here? I don't think I'm ready to do this. I was surrounded by people who all were there to embrace the spirit of trying something new to push their comfort zone. And as we progressed through the course, there was so many people sitting in front of their houses, had signs cheering for everyone, tables with water, snacks, food, anything you can imagine. And they didn't care who you were, if they know you, if they didn't know you. They were still there to be your number one fan in that moment. And that is something that I love about this sport, is they care. Like, it's like, it doesn't matter if you know these people. They still care about you. And that's what I love about running this race is I'm like, it's so small that everyone's so friendly because it isn't like me versus you, I'm winning, you're losing. It's we are winning together. And that's something that you find in very few sports you will ever do in your life. All right, sure. Back to registration. All the registration info is filled out. Continue, ignore. That one, yes, that's correct. Place order. Confirming. And you are now registered. Tell all your friends. All right, I'm telling all my friends right here. Outer Banks half marathon registration. We're signed up. It may just be like an email, but it feels a lot more real that I'm like, okay, we're actually committed to it now. We spent $111. We're committed to the goal. We have 128 days until race day. Time to get to work. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. I hope it inspires you to go out there and try something new. Sign up for a race. Try a new activity. Just getting out there and doing something different is incredibly nerve-wracking, but really fun. Like, I'm nervous, but I'm equally excited for this race. So, if you enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up. I hope you have a happy, beautiful, blessed day, and I will see you guys on November 9th.